you all are safe and healthy. Let's start our online lessons from today. This is the first lesson of grade 6. As usual, we can start with the vocabulary lesson. Okay, everybody, take out your word list. Today we are going to learn the words from 100 to 104. You can repeat after me. The first column shows the present tense of the verb, second column past tense of the verb, and the third column past participle of the verb. And the singular meaning is also given. The first word, shave, shaved, shaved, or shaven, Raulabanama. Shear, sheared, sheared, Lokapado. Shine, shone, shown, bubble. Shoot, shot, shot, Velitabana. Show, showed, shown, Penmanama. Now it's time for you to study the spellings for these words as well as the singular meaning of the word. Let's repeat again. Shave, shaved, shaved. Shear, sheared, sheared. Shine, shone, shown. Shoot, shot, shot. Show, showed, showed. Now you can study it. I'm going to give you 5 minutes for that. After that, get ready to write the words in your dictation book. Okay, shall we start now? Are you ready with your dictation books? Have you put the numbers there? 1 to 5? Hope you all have drawn a table to write the words. The first column should be the present tense, the second column past tense, and the third column should be the past participle. Finally, the single meaning. Number 1, shave. Number 2, share. Number 3, shine. Number 4, shoot. Number 5, show. Now I'm going to show you the table, then you can correct your dictation. Hope you all have got 5 out of 5 marks. Now it's time to write 5 sentences. Before that, I'm going to remind you how to connect the words. Now look at this slide. You can see the word order there. Shall we tell that? Subject, verb, object, adverb. Again please. Subject, verb, object, adverb. Hope you all remember what the subject is. Subject, the person who do that work. Verb, the work. Object, what helps to do the work. And adverb, what describes the work. Okay, again, let's tell the word order. Subject, verb, object, adverb. Now, these are the 5 sentences that you have to write in English. You can copy down these 5 sentences in your book. I gave you the keywords at the end of it. And I'm going to give you whether you have written correctly. The first one, teachers shave every day. Number 2, people shear animals. Number 3, stars shine in the night sky. Number 4, people shoot the animals. Number 5, TV channels show cartoons in the evening. I would like to remind you that you all have to start the sentences with a capital letter and end the sentence with a full stop. Okay, now we are moving to the second part of our lesson, that is the pronunciation practice. For that, I'm going to give you a news reading. First of all, you have to be familiar with the wordings. For that, you can repeat what I say. You can look at this slide and repeat when you hear. Good morning. I am Surekha Fernando. You can replace your name there. I am so and so with live at 8. Today's headlines. The Government Medical Officers Association yesterday recommended that the government stop the practice of temporarily lifting curfew in certain districts as the number of COVID-19 patients rose to 132 by 4:15 p.m. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes, then you can be familiar with these words. Okay, repeat after me. Good morning. I'm Surekha Fernando with Live at 8. Today's headlines. The Government Medical Officers Association yesterday recommended that government stop the practice of temporarily lifting curfew in certain districts as the number of COVID-19 patients rose to 132 by 4:15 p.m. Let's repeat it again. Today's headlines. The Government Medical Officers Association yesterday recommended that the government stop the practice of temporarily lifting curfew in certain districts as the number of COVID-19 patients rose to 132 by 4:15 p.m. Okay, now you have to pay attention to the expressions. Today's headlines. The Government Medical Officers Association yesterday recommended that the government stop the practice of temporarily lifting curfew in certain districts as the number of COVID-19 patients rose to 132 by 4:15 p.m. Let's move to the next news. Let's familiarize with the words first. Words. Pay your attention to the S sound there. It should be is. World's highest. So when you read this kind of a news, when you read the word highest, you have to raise up your voice. World's highest wicket taker. Wicket taker. Pay your attention to this word taker. Should be taker. Muthaiya Muralidharan has made a generous contribution of 5 million rupees. 5 million rupees to government's efforts to fight COVID-19 epidemic. Okay, let's read this. You can repeat. World's highest wicket taker Muthaiya Muralidharan has made a generous contribution of 5 million rupees to government's efforts to fight COVID-19 epidemic. Okay, now again we are going to repeat it. Pay your attention for the stress and intonation. Stress means where we pronounce words heavily. Stress. Okay, let's see. World's highest wicket taker Muthaiya Muralidharan has made a generous contribution of 5 million rupees to government's efforts to fight COVID-19 epidemic. Okay, now let's pay attention to the expressions. World's highest wicket taker Muthaiya Muralidharan has made a generous contribution of 5 million rupees to government's efforts to fight COVID-19 epidemic. Okay, let's move to the third news. Be familiarized with the words. The government of Sri Lanka and Uber are joining forces to deliver essential supplies. Remember, the S should give sound there. Supplies as a part of efforts to slow the spread of COVID-19 in the country. You can repeat after me. The government of Sri Lanka and Uber are joining forces to deliver essential supplies as part of efforts to slow the spread of COVID-19 in the country. Okay, now pay attention to the stress and intonation. So when you say Sri Lanka, you have to stress that point. Joining forces. When you say forces, you have to stress that. To deliver essential supplies, you have to force on that. Supplies as part of efforts to slow the spread of COVID-19 in the country. The government of Sri Lanka and Uber are joining forces to deliver essential supplies as part of efforts to slow the spread of COVID-19 in the country. The government of Sri Lanka and Uber are joining forces to deliver essential supplies as part of efforts to slow the spread of COVID-19 in the country. Now I'm going to give you time to practice all these three names. You can take 10 minutes. After that, you can listen to the whole news again and you can deal with the news. Hope you all are ready to read the news. Good morning. I'm Sureka Fernando with Live at 8. Today's headlines. The Government Medical Officers Association yesterday recommended that the government stop the practice of temporarily lifting curfew in certain districts as the number of COVID-19 patients rose to 132 by 4:15 p.m. As highest wicket taker, Muthaiya Muralidharan has made a generous contribution of 5 million rupees to government's efforts to fight COVID-19 epidemic. The government of Sri Lanka and Uber are joining forces to deliver essential supplies as part of efforts to slow the spread of COVID-19 in the country. This is the end of the news today. Thank you. Now it's time to move to the next lesson. It is a combination of the textbook and a grammar lesson. So it's better to take your grammar textbook and your KB Printers workbook. Okay, now we are going to start the lesson. You can take your textbook and turn to page 14. You can find this same picture on your textbook. Now, take your writing book and write down who are the people in this picture. Who are the people and animals in this picture? Try to find more than 10 people or animals. I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay, hope you all have completed it. Let's see whether these characters are there. Mother, father, sister, little girl, grandfather, grandmother, cat, dog, birds, ducks. Okay, very good. Now you have to find what each of these person or the animal do. What are they doing? I'll give you an example. Mother sweeping the garden. So you can write it in front of the character. Mother sweeping the garden. I'll give you a few minutes. You can write it down. Now it's time to see whether you have done the work correctly. First one, mother sweeping the garden. Father cleaning the window. Sister watering the plants or is watering the garden. Little girl skipping near the pond or is playing with the skipping rope. Grandfather, what is he doing? Reading newspaper. Grandfather reading newspaper. Grandmother drinking tea. Cat climbing up the tree. Dog sleeping. Birds sitting on the tree. Ducks swimming in the pond. Okay, now check your answers. If you couldn't write, you can complete the sentences. Mother sweeping the garden. Father cleaning the window. Sister watering the garden. Little girl skipping near the pond. Grandfather reading newspaper. Grandmother drinking a tea. Cat climbing up the tree. Dog sleeping. Birds sitting on the tree. Ducks swimming in the pond. Now I'm going to ask you a question. You have to give an answer. Look at this slide. It shows you what they are doing. The only thing that you have to do is you have to make a sentence. Hope you all remember to add is or are. If the subject is singular, you have to use is with that. If the subject is plural, you have to use are with the subject. Okay? So, shall we read it again? Mother is, father is, sister is, little girl is, grandfather is, grandmother is, cat is, dog is, birds are, ducks are. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you the questions. What is mother doing? Okay? Give me the answer. Mother is sweeping the garden. Very good. Second question. What is father doing? Father is cleaning the window. Question 3. What is sister doing? Sister is watering the garden. Very good. Number 4. I'm going to change the question. Be careful. I'm going to use where. Where. The word where. Where is the little girl skipping? Where is the little girl skipping? The little girl is skipping near the pond. Next question. What is grandfather reading? What is grandfather reading? Grandfather is reading the newspaper. What is grandmother drinking? Grandmother is drinking a tea. What is cat doing? Cat is climbing up the tree. What is dog doing? Dog is sleeping. What are birds doing? Birds are sitting on the tree. Where are the ducks swimming? Ducks are swimming in the pond. Okay. Now it's time for you to make the questions. Can you see? I have marked some with blue color and the others with an orange color. If you can see blue color in the sentence, you have to use the word what. If it is orange, you have to use the word where to get the answer which is highlighted. Okay, now you have to write down the questions. I'll give you an example for the first one. As it is in orange color, you have to use where. Where is mother sweeping? Where is mother sweeping? Okay, like that, write down 10 questions to get the answers which are highlighted. Now, let's check the answers. Where is mother sweeping? You can mark your writings. You can put right or wrong. What is father cleaning? What is sister watering? Where is the little girl skipping? What is grandfather reading? What is grandmother drinking? Where is the cat climbing up? What is the dog doing? Where are the birds sitting? Where are the ducks swimming? Okay, now take out your class workbook of grade 6. Turn to page 28. There you can find some exercises which based on this lesson. Activity 21. Look at the picture on page 16 of your textbook and answer these questions. Do as in number 1. The first question, what is father doing? The words which are helping you are given here. Clean window. He is cleaning the window. What is the cat doing? Cat is climbing up the tree. As we have already practiced this, you can do this exercise. Then move to the page 30. Make questions starting with what? We have already done that. So you can easily create questions here. Ajit is eating an apple. So the question is, what is Ajit eating? Then there are 2 more exercises. Those are speech practices. Here some of the phrases are given. You have to match them with the function of it. Making a suggestion, making a request, agreeing, refusing a request, ordering someone, explaining, apologizing, giving an opinion. So take your dictionaries and find out the meanings of these words. Write them down. Like this, making a suggestion. Suggestion means yojanava. Yojanava karana. Like that, you have to write the meanings of these words. Then learn them. After that, you can match those to these sentences according to the meanings of these sentences. Then again, go back to the page 29. There you can find some more phrases which you use day-to-day life. So you can write them there. So next day when we start our online lesson, we are going to correct the answers of these activities. Thank you so much.